Today on the chef's table, we're going to start off with a mouth-watering beef Wellington appetizer and then move into some lollipop lamb chops. Woo! And finish off with some classic creme brulee. All that right now on the chef's table.
Funding for the Chef's Table with Randall White was provided in part by
Team Cone, distributor of fine microbrewed, domestic and imported beers, as well as energy drinks, soda, and waters, proudly serving our communities of North Central Florida for over 30 years. Mark's Prime Steakhouse has a goal to create a unique dining experience that will please the palate and soothe the soul. We serve the finest beef, the freshest seafood, premium wines, and naturally fresh vegetables. We hope to see you soon. For over 85 years, Culligan has provided a simple solution to making regular tap water clean and healthy. Whether it's for cooking, cleaning, or just drinking, Culligan water, pure and simple.
Closed captioning provided by Ford Lincoln of Ocala. Find out more at fordofocala.com.
Today I'm going to start with this mini beef Wellington. I've been promising you guys this for a long time. So what I have here is I have some tenderloin tails that I had the butcher clean up for me and got them nice and straight, or I straightened them out after he cleaned them up. And all I'm going to do at this point is just I'm going to season them up a little bit, and we're going to sear them off so they get a nice sear on them all the way around. This is going to be a real nice appetizer party. You can pass these. You can just set them on the table. You can have them ready for the boys if they have a game day, whatever it might be. But this is a really fantastic little appetizer. And all we're going to do is sear these off. I'll just get a little color on them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap these up in puff pastry so we can wrap them up in puff pastry, and then we're going to roast them off. They're going to be nice, a little crisp on them. Be real nice for us. These are what you call delicious, let me tell you. Absolutely fall apart. Roasting a tenderloin is something you don't normally get. Everybody goes out and they get filet mignon, but very rarely will you get a roast tenderloin, and that's what these will be. You know, even though I'm searing them off, they'll be roasted inside of the pastry. That's what we're looking to do here. What I have here is some puff pastry. I went and got this puff pastry. Obviously, I bought it. You can get it at any of your local grocery stores. Just look in there in the frozen section. It's real good, works real well. You can do an unbelievable amount of things with it, but this is one of them that I've always found to be a nice cheat sheet, I should say. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this off. So all I'm looking for is a little bit of color on these. Not a lot, because I want it to be nice and rare when we pull it out of the oven. So I have some Duxelles here. Duxelles is mushrooms and shallots. I cook it down with a little bit of white wine and lemon juice, and then I add a little cream, and it makes it nice and sticky, sticks together. I'm going to put a little bit of the Duxelles in here. This dough is hot, so these are hot, so normally you'd sear these and put it on, but we're going to do this quick, real time today. So I'm going to set it right on top of here. I'm going to put a short one on top of there. We'll pull that short one over a little bit. Right over here like so. And then what I'm going to do is take and cut this pastry off, because I won't need the whole thing, obviously. Okay, got that cut off. What I'm going to do is just roll these up. And we're going to put the crease that's going to be here, we're going to put that on the very bottom of this, like so, and I'm going to tuck the ends in. Okay? This is for making little individual Wellingtons. And I'm going to put a little crease in here, that way I know where it's at. Then I'm going to just get myself a little glass plate, and I'm going to put a little olive oil on it. You can use butter, whatever you like. That we don't have to worry about this sticking to it. Okay? We'll just stick it in here. And then from this point, what I've got is a little bit of egg. I'm gonna just brush them a little bit of egg wash. That way they're nice, and that'll help brown them up real nice for us. Okay, just like so, nice and easy and simple. Okay, like so. And then what I'm gonna do is put these in the oven. I'll set them in this one right here. I think I have some here ready to go. Let me get this board cleaned off. Take this and set it right over here, out of our way. Okay. Great. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is change this board. I got another little another board right here. I can trade this out with, because I had that raw stuff on there, so I want to trade that out. So let me check these. I have some I put in a little bit earlier. Let's look, see what we got here. Oh, they come out beautiful. Look at that. My little Easy Bake Oven is doing a really easy bake job for me. That's really sweet. So what we're going to do is take and loosen them up. Let's see here. Well, I'm going to have to get out the big guns. And I'm going to get these out off here. Okay. Set them on this board here. We're going to slice these up. This is beef Wellington. You know, I think I've been making this for 30, 40 years. Everybody, you see it all the time on a lot of the TV shows, or it's a classic. It's been around forever. Get that out of our way. And at this point, what you want to do is let these rest a little bit. Give them a couple minutes to rest. And by resting, what it does, it helps bring the heat from the outside towards the center, and it's going to help them be real even cooked all the way through. You know, so I'm going to take this here plate. Because like I said, these are mini beef Wellingtons as an appetizer. What I'm going to do is go ahead and just slice these up, and we'll put them on a tray. Then you can pass them out just like so. You can make them big and serve them as an entree. But this is the crucial part to find out how well I did. Whoa, you listen to that crust. Ooh, let's see. Oh yeah, it's nice. Got a little nice color on it there for us. This is our Wellington. Look at that. Is that beautiful or what? And then what I did is I put a little croissant on top. I forgot to put on the other one. Sorry about that. But look at this. Ooh. Is that gorgeous or what? You can see the mushroom duxelle, the pastry. You can hear it. It sounds really sweet too. Each one of these here, you'll get about 5 or 6 slices out of it. And then, you know, as it cooks, a little bit towards the end, it's going to be a little bit more done than the others. Look at that, huh? Oh, my goodness. Makes me hungry. I can't wait. Like I said, if you let them cool down a little bit, it'll be it'll cook hold up a lot better for you, and it'll stay red for a lot longer. Pull that up here. This is a great dish, and what you want to do is go on our website and check us out on Facebook. You will get all them recipes, and we'll be right back after these words from our friends at IFAS.
For 3 generations, and probably a lot longer than that, my family has depended on the earth, agriculture, to provide a living. Prior to greening, I was very proud of my groves. I took pride in the health of the tree. The health of the tree has declined. The visual effects are evident, and the fruit quality is diminishing. I heard about Dr. Asani's research, I believe it was in April of last year, and he was very willing to come to my farm and look at my situation. And Dr. Asani is now in my grove with his equipment, and we are steaming trees as we speak. I have hope. I know what thermal therapy can do. I've seen it firsthand. We're going to have to find a solution in a short period of time, and without this research, that would be virtually impossible.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this rack of lamb. This has got to be one of my most favorite things to do. I thoroughly enjoy it. My kids enjoy it. It's not local. That's the only thing I don't like about it, but it's a great item that you can do at home and pretty easy. What I did was I had these here. I trimmed it up to where it's a lollipop chop now. And what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on it, like so, and a little bit of seasoning. And I'm going to grill it off and let it start grilling. Because when I grill this, what I'm going to do is put it right on right on the grilling plate here. You can do it outside on the grill. If you do it outside on an open flame grill, make sure you wrap the bones up. Okay, and we're gonna let that kind of get busy and do its business right there. Like I said, this is one of my favorite pieces of meat to eat. I've thoroughly enjoyed it forever. Local is the way to go, but obviously this is not. And I don't want to mislead anybody on that. One of the things I do like with this, though, is some nice rosemary potatoes. And here I have some tricolor potatoes, which has got to be right up there for me because I like it because I have the purple in here, I have the reds, I have the golds, and they kind of make for a nice presentation. And not only that, I think anything that you eat has color on it's a lot better. So we're going to start these over here in this little saute pan. And you can do these here rosemary potatoes right in the oven. You can just toss them with everything and just do it right in the oven. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Throw them in the olive oil, a little seasoning. I'm gonna move them around a little bit until they start cooking. And here I have a little bit of rosemary. I'm gonna throw a little rosemary sprigs in there because rosemary goes with lamb very well. It goes with these potatoes very well. And it's supposed to be therapeutic. Is that what the word is for it? Okay, I'm gonna mix that up a little bit just to get the color on that. And then here I have a little bit of whole garlic that I sliced up. I'm gonna add in here on this here. Okay, just like so. We're gonna check this lamb here. Oh yeah, it's getting a nice color on it. Then we're gonna stand it up and see if I can get a little bit of a sear on that. There you go, just like so. What we're gonna do is we're gonna finish this off in the oven so it does everything inside there while these potatoes kind of cook nice and slow for us. Grab another sprig of rosemary here. Okay, I'll stick that back in there. Now this rack's looking pretty good. At this point, you got it seared off to where the meat is sealed really nice, and that's what you're looking for. And what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to take and add a little bit of Dijon mustard onto this here while it sits there and sizzles. Put a little Dijon on here, and I'm going to rub that in all the way down, just like so. All you got to do is sear it to get the color and the flavor that you're looking at. Okay, just like so. Look at that. Okay, now I got a little bit of rosemary I'm going to put on this here. I want that rosemary to get in there and get that flavor out to where it's nice and got that nice aromatic rosemary flavor. I'm not a huge rosemary guy, but rosemary definitely has its place in a lot of cooking. And then here what we're going to do, I'm going to put some breadcrumbs on this. Okay, I want to get it all the way around it. Okay, where the breadcrumbs are nice and smooth on here. Like so. Okay. And then after you get the breadcrumbs on, what we're going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. You can add butter or olive oil, whatever you got melted up. Let me check these potatoes here. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, a little bit of olive oil. Like so. Okay. All right, so that's cooking real good. And I have an oven. I have one in the oven ready to go, so I'm going to check that real quick and see where we're at. And obviously, because I get to eat some food here at the show, I'm going to get this one in there so I got a little bit more for me. And I'm going to pull this one here out. Woo, look at that, huh? And that's basically the way it looks. Let me set that one right there. And I'm going to throw this one in the oven. And what I want to do is put it in there for about 15 minutes. I'm looking for a nice medium rare on this, and that's honestly about right where I want it to be at. We're going to set that right there like so and let it rest for a minute. Get that out of our way. Okay. I'm going to take these here potatoes. Ooh, I dropped the potato here. I didn't even know that. Take these potatoes here and I'm going to put them on this nice little plate. Because they got a nice little rosemary flavor. They got nice color to them. That's what I'm looking for. I am going to hit just a little bit of, this pan's good and hot, a little bit of olive oil. I do have a little bit of water just so I can steam them up a little bit. There you go. Just like so, huh? Just to kind of enhance that flavor of that rosemary a little bit. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put them right here on the plate, on this one side. This rack here is enough for 2 people, and you'll be able to get 2 nice portions out of this. I'm going to put it on one plate. If you're home, you can put it in the center of the table. Everybody can kind of eating. Let's see how I did here. Oh yeah, look at that, huh? Is that absolutely beautiful or what? For some reason, I don't know what it is, but I do like a long knife. This little short one here for when I cut lamb chops up. That's what I'm looking for. And I get you get 8 chops out of each rack, which, 4 per person is a pretty good portion. I'm gonna just set this up here like so. And what I'm gonna do is set these up right just like so, just like that. Look at that, huh? Is that absolutely beautiful or what? That's cooked right here. Then what I'm gonna do is take the rest of that rosemary. I'm gonna just take and garnish it up with that. First time I ever had these things, I don't know, it's been a long, long time ago. I had these back at Saddlebrook Resort when I worked there years and years ago. We started doing these, and I was like, I wasn't too keen on it, and I tried it out, and I was like, well, that's a little gamey. It's a little bit different of a game flavor than if you're doing venison or something like that. I do like to lollipop them out because if you take that fat off, it's not as strong, and you want to get a little bit of that strength and flavor out of there to where it's a little better. The mustard absolutely helps that out quite a bit, and same with the rosemary and the garlic. So try this out. You're going to absolutely love it. You can make friends with it. You can cut them in individual chops ahead of time and just grill them off as you're having a nice little party. Rack of lamb is that easy, that simple. Try it out at home. You'll thoroughly enjoy it. And we'll be right back after these messages from our friends at IFAS.
It surrounds us, flows underneath us, and pours down on us. Everyone consumes it, but we are consumed by it. Whatever form it takes, every drop is precious. So we conserve it by letting farmers and homeowners know when to irrigate, work to keep it clean with research and education, and teach others how to use it properly and efficiently. We're making sure our water supply meets the water demand today, tomorrow, and for years to come. For more information about what we're doing in your community, visit ifas.ufl.edu.
All right, welcome back. Today I'm going to put together this here creme brulee. You're going to absolutely love this stuff. It's going to be fantastic and easy to do, and you're going to see it here. So what I'm going to do here first is I have a little cream I bring into a boil here, and what I'm going to do is take some egg yolks. I have some egg yolks here. I'm going to take and whip them up with some sugar. And then there's 6 of these egg yolks. These are farm fresh eggs. Okay, then I have a little bit of sugar, and we're going to whip these together. Okay, like so. This is a really fantastic dessert. Everybody likes creme brulee. If you burn it first and turn it upside down, then then you have some flan, obviously. So I'm going to whip this up. What I got here is a little vanilla bean. I'm going to take this vanilla bean and I'm going to cut it in half. Okay, and then I'm going to scrape it out. Okay, just like that. Turn it over. And then I'm going to get the other side. There you go. Got all that vanilla bean there like that. And I'm going to throw that in as cream. Okay. And this bowl in there. So we're going to put that vanilla bean in there. I'm going to just throw the whole bean in there, let it kind of get flavorful. And then what I'm going to do is I got a nice Florida navel orange here. I'm going to put a little orange zest in this here. I do want a little orange in there. Adds for a nice flavor. You don't have to put a whole bunch. So I got that in there. We're going to let that kind of come to a boil while we mix this up here. And so, let's see here. Brush that up a little bit. Put this. This is a really pretty simple dessert, but I like doing it really, really slow on a low oven. I don't like doing it on a fast oven. You try to cook it too fast, it gets too brown. And we do have to cook this in a water bath. Everybody's familiar with that, where you put your bowls in there and you put water in there and they sit in there. That way they don't overheat. The water bath, what a water bath does, because the water obviously only comes at 212, right? It's boiling here. Okay? The water only comes at 212. You won't let it cook no faster than 212, but you want to let it cook. You want to let it go. Let's see here. Get over here so I can do this. And I'm a little bit of cream at a time. We're going to temper this. Let it go. Let me just grab that. It's that bean. It's done. Did all the work it can do. This poor thing is just wore out. So, you know, you go watch me whip and nay and all that other stuff that you guys do nowadays. Oh, I can smell that orange in there. Woo! Look at that, huh? Oh, goodness gracious. That's just absolutely wonderful. Okay, so nice and fluffy. A couple things we're going to do here. Okay, look at that. Okay, so that's mixed very well. It's just the way I like it. And then here I have some pans here. And I'm going to put them inside here. I'm going to just pour them right in here. Okay. Just like so. And just like so. There you go. That's enough for right now. We're going to get that going. But at this point, what you want to do is, because you have a nice, you have foam on here, what we want to do at this point is we want to get that foam off there, because we don't want that foam browning on you. So one of the secrets is to take a torch that you normally use, and we're going to melt the bubbles on top. Okay, like so. See the bubbles come right off of there? You want to get the bubbles off so when it cooks, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, just like so. Okay, then we got some creme brulee that's ready to go in the oven. At this point, we want to cover it up. And I do have it set in water, and we're going to put it in the oven. But this oven's set at 300 degrees, so it's going to cook real slow. So I'm going to go ahead and get them in here and let it get busy and do its thing. But I'll come back in a minute and cover it up. Okay, now turn that down. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to get busy and do what it's got to get done. And I have some here ready for us. And I've been doing creme brulee a while. What you do is you cook it, and when it's done, it's going to take about 45 minutes to an hour, covered up at 300 degrees. We're going to take, because these are pretty good sized bowls, we're going to take them, after it's done, we're going to take it out, we're going to put it in the refrigerator and get it ice cold. And then one of the things that makes creme brulee, which is cream and brulee, is burnt, so it's burnt cream. What we're going to do is take these here, and we're going to, because I've got them chilled down already, we're going to put some brown sugar on it. Not brown sugar, but raw sugar, I should say. And this makes for the best nice crust that we could put on here. If you'll notice these here, I've got the sugar on there. And I'm going to burn these here. I'm going to melt this sugar. It's going to make a nice hard candy crunch on top. And that's what you're looking for. Okay. What you want to do is just go around and around, move it around a little bit. You don't want to put it in one spot because it'll burn it. You don't want it burnt. You want it to turn it. You want a candy at the top of this thing. Okay. You want to make sure all your sugar gets melted. That's looking good there. I'm gonna come back and I'll finish this up in a second. Let this one there get done. But these are gonna be ice cold with a warm, hard candy crunch on top. There you go. I'll come back to this one and let it get. A little bit more sugar on that. I like coming back and hitting it the second time. What happens is when you do that, you don't have to worry about making your sugar so dark you can't just burn it. You don't want that. But when you see it smoking, you know it's there. And that one there's ready. There you go. And then we have some nice creme brulee, got a nice hard candy crunch on it. I'm gonna garnish this up with a couple of fresh berries, a couple of raspberries, a couple of blueberries. And then we'll put a little fresh mint on it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about is a nice candy crust. Because you gotta remember, this is ice cold right now, except for the very top where I just burn it at. And this is what makes it so absolutely delicious is that. A little fresh mint in here to garnish that with, just like so. Okay, and if you want to listen here, you can hear this. There's a nice candy crunch, and we'll be right back after this week's quick tip. Today's quick tip is on rack of lamb. Everybody's familiar with lollipop chops, or I should say lollipop lamb chops. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do those. When you buy a rack of lamb, it's pretty much just like this here, and what you want to do is clean it up to make the lollipop. So it's got a fat cap on it. We're going to cut this fat cap off all the way down. You can pull it down to and this is basically the top round or a prime rib on a roast beef. We're going to pull it down to here, and we're going to cut it right down to here, straight down to the bone. And this is the lamb is going to be gamey. It's going to be gamey because it's too much of the fat. So I cut it down to there, and then you stand it up, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut it down to the edge of the fat, and we're going to pull that out all the way down, and we're going to have lollipop lamb chops. Okay? It's just as simple as that, but it's a little thing that your butcher can do for you, or you can do it yourself. But lollipop lamb chops is the way to go on this here. And that's this week's quick tip on how to make lollipop lamb chops. Hey, what a great show we just did. First we did that beef Wellington appetizer. Then we moved right into that rack of lamb. And finished with that creme brulee. Look for our recipes on our website. Check us out on Facebook. And we'll see you right here next time on The Chef's Table.
Funding for The Chef's Table with Randall White was provided in part by
Team Cone, distributor of fine microbrewed, domestic and imported beers, as well as energy drinks, soda, and waters, proudly serving our communities of North Central Florida for over 30 years. Mark's Prime Steakhouse has a goal to create a unique dining experience that will please the palate and soothe the soul. We serve the finest beef, the freshest seafood, premium wines, and naturally fresh vegetables. We hope to see you soon. For over 85 years, Culligan has provided a simple solution to making regular tap water clean and healthy. Whether it's for cooking, cleaning, or just drinking, Culligan water, pure and simple.
Closed captioning provided by Ford Lincoln of Ocala. Find out more at fordofocala.com.
See more of Chef Randall White. Get recipes, tips, techniques, submit questions or comments. Learn more at thechefstableshow.com.